Hi everybody, this is the second of the mushroom series tutorials. This one is a beautiful Amanita muscaria, my absolute favorite in the mushroom kingdom. Um, I don't know if it's because it is usually fairy related, I don't know, but I love it. So, as you all know, this mushroom has this texture on top. So I used this. This is actually a modeling tool, ball shape, ball stylus, dotting tool, whatever you wanna call it. And I decided to use it to create this low relief of the upper texture. This requires some strength and requires also a very soft wood. Otherwise, you will probably break the tool and hurt yourself and hurt your hand. So, you can also use a rotary tool that does exactly the same effect. Maybe it is a little bit harder to control. I don't know. What this does is create a low relief, so that when I go over it with the tip to do this gradient, um, the texture will be already there, so you won't burn these areas. I use these different tips to create finer edges or the darker sides of the texture with larger tips, larger balls. So, and I believe it worked reasonably well, in my opinion. But it does require some strength. So if you have a rotary tool, you should probably use that. And next, I started by doing the darker areas around the mushroom, like I always do. Like I said in the first one, add a good dark with the spear shader, so that when you fill in the rest of the black, you won't have to care about bleeding to the inside of the mushroom. So add a good dark around it first. So I decided to try the top first, the gradient. I was eager to see if this texture would work or not, and it actually did. This is the darker area. I've turned it upside down, so it would be easier to do the gradients, because it's it's the right side of the mushroom that is darker. So because I'm right-sided, I turned it upside down, and it did work. Because I darkened it a little bit, some of them vanished, but I like the final result anyway. I think it's natural. It's not exactly like the original picture, but anyway, I like it. And next, I moved from top to bottom, always on the right side of the mushroom, which is the darker side. Uh, so, top to bottom, right to left, from dark to lighter, and I added some texture in the bottom, some moss. This one does not have, at least the print I got went a little darker than the original, so I lost some detail, and um, I did almost everything really dark. I also didn't want to take the chance of taking the prominent place of the mushroom, so I didn't want any distractions or any white areas other than the mushroom. Finally, you can add some white pencil. This is a Carandash watercolor pencil in the texture in the top of the mushroom and some areas you like instead of having the wood color. The white really pops up things. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week.